All right. Well, the talk of the town is certainly the Game Awards, and we are going to just look at the Game Awards and talk. Now, I don't watch the whole show because, oh man, is it ever cringeworthy? You gotta listen to this chick talk, and I'm in it. Oh, like what is that all about? And then you got like people flying around. So let's scan and let's see the games and let's talk about them. Cause yeah, I caught the gist of everything. Um, but we got like a new Batman
Batman
Lego.
out.
We're gonna talk about that final game. Sure, these Lego games, I guess they're good enough.
Make
No,
sure he
they
stays
just
secured at all
work.
times.
So this is not a bad entry. I
Wanna
know,
see a
like
magic
there's
trick?
clearly a lot of crap in this I could care less about, but
The city has become a breeding ground.
this
for
not too
suffering
bad.
and injustice.
Why not? I didn't always could use another good Lego whatever but
It
game.
must be destroyed.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. They're always kind of funny too. So these types of things good. But this is just gonna be freeform. Now we gotta talk about. I mean, we gotta here. Let's just start with this. Let's start with a bang because this game was the talk of the town. Look at Keeley. He's just like,
but also your first look
oh my
at the gameplay.
god, look at
I
look
played
what
it,
we
and
have.
after you see
We
this
have a
trailer,
brand new
I think you're
game,
gonna
Jeff
want to as
Keeley.
well. Welcome to Highguard.
Welcome to Highguard. It's Destiny with us. Look at that character, that main character. Welcome to Highguard. It's like you could just see a bunch of doofuses in a pitch meeting, just being like, it's got horses and it's got guns and it's like in medieval, and you just take all these things and you make a game and boom, it's done. It's like that's not how you make a game. It's like that is not doing yourself any favors by making a game like that. There's no inspiration for this. It feels just completely and utterly fucking goofy. What is this? It's so whack. You know what I mean? It's just so whack. It's just like you actually feel like we have like 500 of these games. This is like free to play on Steam on a boring afternoon material. Like what the hell were they thinking of this? It just proves that the people that make these games have the stupidest ideas ever. It's like when you go to it's like when you're in school and like you have a art class and stuff, and there's just like a bunch of people like, this is the idea we have for our art project. It's like, no, it's like, this looks fucking stupid. Nobody's gonna want to play this shit. There's tanks and shit, and it literally looks like Destiny with horses mixed with a little bit of Avowed or something. It's just so dumb. How did they come up with these stupid games? And the reaction is that now you should see there's a developer on X who came out and was like, oh my god, I'm so lucky I get to work on this game, and he locks the comments like, obviously. Everybody was like, everybody keeps saying this is Concord 2. Now, it would be fucking hilarious if they made Concord 2, but this just looks like goofy, free-to-play live slop. So boring looking. Like, how can you make a game boring? Now, obviously, Talk of the Town was Claire Obscure. Game of the Year, Claire Obscure. So obviously this was Talk of the Town, Claire Obscure Game of the Year kind of thing. I watch it. It is a very cool looking game. And I would say that, yeah, monumentally, everybody just agreed it's kind of like an art form, It's like the Oscars. The Game Awards, this Game Awards is like the Oscars of games. Now,
This was supposed
I
to be
don't
a
know.
joke. The Barbarian Narnia. I have no idea what's happening.
I'm happy that a good game got it, and we didn't get any. Ghost of Yote didn't get a single award. Assassin's Creed Shadows didn't get a single award. You know, like you just got to be glad that this didn't go to a bunch of goofs. There's not a lot of people in there. I would think, you'd think this would be a much bigger award show, but good on them. I mean, clearly their heart was in the right place for making a game with a girl crying, and they did it. So, I like to see a success of Game Awards. So, yeah, Claire Obscured, I don't have any problems with that. Although, plenty got snubbed. Oh, this is all the cringy, like, people come up on stage. Here, we had to talk about this. Bond, where is it? Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz is the new Bond villain. Like, man, what a pathetic hit on the mark. He's the most unthreatening Bond villain of all time. Not to say that Lenny Kravitz isn't a cool dude, but he does, he does not. He's nowhere even close to it. Like, what was up with Jeff Keighley and the fucking Miss Piggy? That's some weird ass shit.
You know what?
Watching this. It's just, it's kind of, it's a bit like, there's so many games nowadays. It's like, how do they pick from all this? You know what I mean? Clearly, the Claire Obscure was like the player's general idea. Oh god, look at Erika Ishii. You can see her in there. Oh man, did she look awful, Erika Ishii? Oh, she looked horrible. It was so funny. But all this goofiness. Look at Jeff Keighley. He's like a kid in Christmas.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Ghost of Yote.
These games, like, you're looking, I think Silksong won this one, but these games aren't even remotely similar in terms of tone, and that's like, this is a multiplayer 3D, that's a single player thing, that's like a single player 2D game, and this is like some, they're all such different games. So how they get all this is like, yeah, sure, there's definitely money here. People are saying this was really good.
Trust someone with ties to.
I always love a good Res Evil.
Victor Gideon.
Oh, cool. They're using like smartphones and stuff. This does look good. This looks good. Is this the one with it's like one's Leon, one's... Ugh.
Victor purchased a building.
Always good to see the Resi franchise still kicking it. Does look good. You got Leon in there. It does look good. Like, yeah, always good for some Resident Evil. Like, even a mediocre Resident Evil game can be good. So when you have a game where they, you got Leon in there, it's Resident Evil Requiem 9 and stuff. Good. It's good stuff. Now we have to talk about one that kind of took me by storm. Oops. There's that weird one. Where is it? We're going to kind of just scan through this because there's no way in hell I'm watching this whole thing. There's so much stuff. See, what I noticed from... Oh, this is a really good one. Is I noticed that there was a lot of stuff in here. I was just like, not really my thing. Games like, Silksong and stuff like that, they're just not. There's probably like 60 million people watching this right now. This game looks very good. Very interested in this. This is my kind of jam. Not really, like, Yakuza games are a bit too goofy for me, and like unrealistic, but like a grounded, fairly realistic, Sleeping Dogs-esque gangster, Yakuza, or like, not like the Yakuza game, but like the crime underworld, Asian crime underlords. Freaking awesome. I love it. more of this. And look at the graphics too. Like, we're entering in the age now where graphics are so good in every game, good or bad, that you're just bound to get a good game with good graphics. Immersive, live in the world, live in this underworld, you know, it's like GTA-esque. Let's see if we can find Total War. 'Cause I have some major thoughts on one of these games. Diablo, Deadpool, we don't care about. First Light looks mediocre at best. I have some major thoughts on this one. Any other stuff?
Gang of Dragons
Oh yeah, here we
deep
go.
into
Okay.
development.
So Total War Warhammer 40K, they announced. Very good cinematic trailer. Don't really particularly mind that. You know, you're just feeding into the cinematic world. But then we get the gameplay. And like, this is all fine and dandy, everything we're seeing here. You know, it's got the modern aesthetic, the James Hammer. You know, it almost looks like the exact same people that did the Space Marine 2 live trailer, cinematic trailer did this. Very new aesthetics. You know, amazing graphics, you would say. But then we get into the gameplay, and I will show you the gameplay. I've got some thoughts because as a Total War Warhammer fantasy fanatic, I just don't think that this is gonna do it for me as far as the 40K. I think that both Dawn of War 4 and Total War Warhammer 40K are both gonna be substandard. You know, it's a sad state to say it, but like, this is all like, you're gonna give us this. It's got, you know, the modern Primaris. You got James Hammer up the yin yang, but wait till you see this. Okay, here's where it cuts in. Let's slow this down. Yeah, this is all fine and dandy, but yeah, doesn't it show? Oh yeah, okay, it shows afterwards. Pretty sure. Yeah, pre-alpha build, obviously. So what that is, we don't know. Is this like an in-game cinematic? Who knows? This, I'm like, you know, this looks like Dawn of War. You know, it's a console game. Okay, so put it this way: can you imagine playing Total War Warhammer 3 on a console? No, there's no fucking way. You just could not. So how are they gonna morph all this? You've got the pause button and the play button, but this is all very, I don't know. It reminds me a lot of that game Alien vs Predator for the PlayStation 1. This is just like, you know, how do you tell who's winning and losing out of that? I don't know. It looks to me like the map is so freaking tiny too. You know what I mean? It's like, if that's all where all the action is and that's all that, then this map is only like that little area. You know what I mean? So I saw some things with this that I really didn't like. I don't like the console thing. That is a major thing. You know, you got James Hammer everywhere on this. You know, so you're gonna have female custodes possibly in this. You're gonna have, you know, people are joking having female Space Marines. Like, they can do like, Games Workshop knows they can do anything they want with this now. Now they've drawn them in. You've got the Dawn of War 4s, you got the Total War Warhammer 40Ks. Now that you have people's attention, you can start messing with this franchise. And for a game like Total War Warhammer 3, that fantasy, it just works so well with all these things. So when they're making a game like this that doesn't look anything like, you know, like, this is like the grand campaign screen, and you know, like, you have to take battles, take over planets. It's kind of what I wanted, but I don't know. It's like, look how simple the AI or the UI looks, so simple. It's like, isn't there any of this stuff that's, worthy of seeing? And this is like pre-alpha, pre-alpha, pre-alpha. So we're not even in the phases of, and remember, we still have Dawn of War 4 to play. Like what is that gonna be like? So, anyways, I have major reservations about Total War Warhammer. You should see a side-by-side combination that Archcast did. This literally looks like Total War Warhammer 40k, looks like Dawn of War 4, and Dawn of War 4 looks like it looks so ridiculous. And these two games, I have a feeling of what's going to happen is that we have our fantasy. We have Total War Warhammer 3. It's great. It's one of the best Warhammer games ever made, fantasy. And 40k is still going to have that kind of empty void for us. It's going to take them a long time to make Total War Warhammer 40k anything like the original. And if it's got, simple UI that's dumbed down, made for consoles, packed full of, microtransactions, maps are tiny, there's only like 5 or 6 maps, it's just going to leave such a bad taste in your mouth. You're not going to be able to think that this is like the equivalent of, it'll be like a mobile game. There's millions of mobile Warhammer 40k games, and like none of them do it for you. It'll be the same kind of feeling. This was another Focus Interactive one. There's lots of these weird games. You notice how they make these? They're just like, oh, games, art, love. It's like, what the fuck are we even playing here? I get that, gaming is an artistic representation, but like, what is it? Kudos to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Is like, what's the problem about just making a story about some knights and stuff? Why do we have to have all this crazy shit and we're warping through space and time? It's like, just make a game that's like, a guy living in the hood somewhere, like a GTA clone, so to speak. These kinds of games just, they don't really follow me, because when you're this wacky, weird world, I can't immerse myself in. Control Resident. Maybe people like some stuff like that, but for me, I'm just not as much into it. Oh, look at that. Sam Hauser was talking. Dan Hauser, was it Sam? Or is Dan? He's epic. He's kind of stepped back a bit from his, but he was the one, he was in it making, San Andreas, making GTA 3, making GTA 4. He's the man, he's the myth, the legend, Dan Hauser. He understands video games, this guy. He knows video games more than most people on the planet, and has made some of the most iconic video games of all time. Oh, and look, Claire Obscure won it. It's like, I'm all for Claire Obscure winning, because it doesn't seem like a terribly, I watch my bro basically play the entire thing and watch some streamers play. It looks very, very interesting and good. And it is one of those games that's kind of like, ooh, magical worlds. But, it harkens back to the times of like Final Fantasy. So like, what the fuck is up with him and the fucking Miss Piggy?
So great to have you here.
He's fucking grooming Miss Piggy.
Accepting our invitation. I would never turn down an invitation from you.
You gotta love Jeff Keighley. I love Jeff Keighley. He's just game guy number 103. Just, you can just imagine him just playing PlayStation 3 in his room, his college dorm at one time. We got weird games. Yeah, there's a lot of those kinds of games. They're just kind of weird. It's a Phasmophobia game. This was like an announcement for the Switch or something. Just like, hey, it's a game on the Switch. Look it, what an announcement. Oh my god, incredible. So overall, I mean,
if you give a gamer a game, they're gonna want to play it.
They pay for all this advertisements. Everybody who goes on here is paying for this shit. But it's cool because, like, I mean, you have to have a showcase for some of this stuff. Is it am I absolutely
And if they can play everywhere?
unbelievably cannot wait for any of these titles? No, definitely not. There's not a single one on here that is like that.
Stand a chance against the hungry undead.
No
We
Resident
can just
Evil
run
game.
around those, right?
Silence, both of you. Out
See, this
there.
kind of shit I just
More than
hate.
your
It's
foolish
like,
instincts
yeah,
to escape
yeah,
the
just give us the
monster's
game. You know, we don't need this
claws.
stupid live action
Martial arts
dumbness.
master.
I do love a good
Is
fight.
this the Street Fighter thing?
But do you like winning them?
What the fuck is that?
Samurai and demons and viruses. I like to talk more about the samurai.
And you know what's strange is that there is a little bit less people. There's a little bit less of the diversity representation in this stuff. It's kind of just right down to the point.
Study up.
But it's still so infested in these
This
streams.
isn't Conquest.
It's Red Sec. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's free.
Free red sex?
You think anyone here said sex?
He said
Weird.
sex, you said free.
Gotta do it in like quick time animation.
Am I supposed to have a big gun?
No, you're gonna buy
Yeah, and then we had here's the James Bond now. Now
Hank, we're not
if you check my recent videos, I've come off a massive Daniel Craig Bond run, and this doesn't feel like one. Number one, the guy, I don't know, it's just like
sometimes asked, Bafma.
Lenny Kravitz is the fucking it's like, how is that even a villain? He's not at all villainous.
My will, my blood.
It looks like he's gonna smoke a cigar or dupes with you, or not freaking terrorize you.
It became infected.
Of course, they have to have the crocodiles,
Easy
just like
girls, plenty of meat for everyone.
he's so unthreatening. Lenny Kravitz is like, "Oh, Kravitz is my enemy. Just talk nice to him, and he'll let you get away with anything." Okay, I'm Lenny Kravitz. I'll be nice to you.
Please welcome Obama himself.
You know, yeah, and this was a funny one. So this Mega Man, everybody was like, "Oh, he's gonna get." Look at the crowd of people. Eh? It's not actually too big. I don't know. Maybe look at there's empty seats there. See, there's fucking empty seats there. And then they go through this. And this is the time they're like, everybody's like, Half-Life 3, it's happening. Oh my god, Half-Life 3. It's like, they're not gonna fucking do that. Half-Life 3 is not coming anytime soon. Who knows when it's coming, or who knows what the fuck it's gonna be about. So, no point in even thinking about Half-Life 3. But, and then, so they announced just a random Mega Man game. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, fine, Mega Man. But I mean, look at how Blue Bomber he looks. I would have died for a Mega Man X game, and there's just it's just not gonna happen. There's not gonna be a Mega Man X game for ages and ages. I mean, it looks fine. I wouldn't probably pay any more than $10 for this. Is it gonna be like $60 and $70 for the premium edition? This is hardcore, like $10 on the Switch material. What do you get? Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not overly upset that there's a Mega Man game coming out, but yeah, I don't know. Kind of funny. Actually, quite funny.
Finally, I've been asking Capcom for years. This was the year, and 2027 cannot come soon.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got a very
It
early glimpse
just
of
looks
River's gameplay. The team
eh.
wanted to share that with you tonight.
Been asking Capcom for forever. Look at that lady looking around the back. It's like, there's a camera.
First, an exclusive new look at the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
It's such a weird crowd. It's like the crowd of people is like they just like, you know, let like school. it's like a fucking school lecture. All the kids are, ooh, what games do we have to play?
Hi, I'm Luigi.
Is this a Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer? These ones, I mean, like I'm so on any of these. You can feel that they're so like yeah, it's Mario, it's good, but it feels like they just made a Mario movie. It doesn't feel like authentic Mario. It feels like they made a movie. It's funny. It's funny that they did that. It's the Omniscia. Lots of these kinds of games, hey? I find that there are so many games like this in gaming culture nowadays. It's just like, you know, they've got feudal Japan, they're, you know, like Souls-like, they're really crazy, and there's insane shit, like there's like Black Myth Wukong, and then like there's this, and it just like there is so many of these games. I have an Ninja Gaiden. It's just like they're crazy, clicky, no Dark Soulsy games. I'm sure this is a good game, gonna be good, but I just have never been able to get into them. Let's see what else we got here. I don't want to watch the beginning of it. What is this? Oh, this is an interesting game. Oh, that's my kind of game. There you go. Being a dog, going around sheep herding. There you go. There's a game. That's a unique idea. It's a cool idea. The graphics look fine. You know, it's immersive. There you go. That's what we call an announcement. That's something I would actually care to concern myself with. It's like fucking like aliens and shit. A little dog. The Free Shepherd. Great looking game. Like, wow. How could anybody complain about that? That's beautiful.
Okay, I'll say it. The protagonist is not only powerful, but I'm proud to also confirm it is adorable.
Oh, little
Now,
doggy.
time to
Everybody
announce
loves
our
dogs.
very first game award. Here are the nominees.
That woman's probably never fucking played a game in her life. Probably played like 2 hours of Mario Kart at a party once. You get these weird Asian games from Asian studios. You can just tell this just oozes some Japanese studio somewhere made that. Don't know what that is. Not overly invested. See, this is the kind of shit I hate in these gaming awards and presentations. Like, what the fuck is this? And who gives a shit about this kind of stuff? Like, what the fuck does this have to do with? Like, yeah, man. Like, what the hell are you? What are we doing here? It's spectacle. I'm sure it's spectacle for people that are there, but it's all just spectacle. This was a very interesting one. Now, I love Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. I never really played Baldur's Gate, you know, I don't know. Turn-based, it's okay-ish. But this is like, what is going on with this trailer? Like, people had kids watching this shit. How it feels to chew 5 gum. Just crazy body horror. And like people were saying too, is like this is like Divinity Original Sin 3 or whatever. It's like this is gonna like this has nothing to project what the game is all about. Isn't it like a fantasy game? Why not have knights and so? It's very weird. They really didn't really seem to care. They wanted to just shock everyone. Shock and awe treatment here. The Wicker Man, but insane. There's just all these weird presentation-y things. Amazon, imagine how much they paid. Everybody's paying for this because they know it's being streamed by millions. It's being watched by millions. It's just advertising on advertising. I've basically these things aggregate. So you go on Twitter and you've immediately heard about all this shit. This looks like a very goofy, you know, friend plague type game. Who knows? Don't instantly lost. Tomb Raider. Oh yeah, Tomb Raider. So this is weird. So this was like, what did they do?
I have no doubt that some of the girls in that program today will be on this stage.
Fucking women making games.
The games they help create.
Given grants to make games. Women given opportunities to make games. Well, you know, they may or may not be eligible or good at it or not, or have good ideas. This is such a weird thing. So like 2026, we got one lure, and then 2027, we got another one. It's like, didn't they just? I don't know. I don't know what the Tomb Raider games. They're trying too hard. There's too many of them. I'm sure this is an okay-ish game if you're into Tomb Raider. Who can know? What is that creature? Dear Lord. They noticeably made her a little bit more
That's where you're wrong.
attractive.
I'm just getting started.
And the mere mention that they didn't turn her, you know, African is they're at least making a hot white chick game. It's like you gotta give them at least credit for that. They could have totally made her race swapped Lara Croft and called it a day here. So let's just, and you know, she's got the TNA. She's kind of, her face is like, it varies from game to game, right? Because there's two. There's this one, 2027. There's like another. I like, but then it's like, oh, but then we got another one. It's this one, and this one she looks just smoking. I don't know what the hell's going on here. She's fighting dinosaurs and fucking jumping around. So
Some legends are destined to be retold.
I think that's just the original remake or something. I don't know. And that's coming 2026. So they're making a new one, and they're making the old one, and they're taking them, and you know, now you got the new one, you got the old one, and you know, like you can, you know, make of that what you will.
Not one but two Tomb Raider games.
Not one but two. Yeah. Just we'll just give you one every year. You're gonna get 3 Witcher games. You're gonna get 2 Tomb Raider games. You're gonna like what the fuck? Like, fuck. I think, you know what? People aren't gonna like that I say this, but I think with AI, I think games are gonna get a lot easier to make. So you're gonna get fucking Total War Warhammer 3. You're gonna get our Total War Warhammer 40K. You're gonna get 3 Tomb Raiders. You're gonna get 4 things, because before you used to have a whole studio of people buzzing around making this shit. Now they can just type a few buttons into AI, and then they're like, oh, look at that. We already got 2 Tomb Raider games almost done. Oh, we'll just release one in 2026 and one in 2027. It's like, wow, this is so much easier with AI. It's like, it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. And anybody who says it isn't going to happen is an absolute doofus. Like, everyone's using it. This is like, it's not just press a button and make AI. This is a pretty cool looking one. It's not like boop, press a button and AI makes the game. No, it's gonna be like AI make, you know, model. There's your model, and it's like, okay, put the model in the game, and it's like, there you go. It's like that. They're using AI to make games now. And it's like, hey AI, make us some sound effects for this weird, you know, a flower thing. Okay, there's your sound effect. It's gonna happen, and it is already happening, because that's what you'll see. You'll see streamlined game, you'll see an complete, which has already kind of happened in the gaming industry, is this just complete. This actually does look like an interesting and unique game, but you see a lot of, at these game awards, you see like maybe about 4 or 5 really unique ideas, and then everything else is just cookie cutter. But you know, we're coming to the stage where game development, this kind of shit I just can't stand, is that it's going to be easier than ever to make games nowadays, and the mere ability to make a game is going to be less important than the idea. The ability to come up with a cool, intriguing idea for a video game is going to be gold. The gold standard of what makes you a game developer in the future. Yeah, you get your team. Is this another? thought this game already came out. This is just like strictly an advertisement for this. Because this game's already out. They're not announcing anything. But like, yeah, is that, you know, in the future with AI, gaming will be so much easier to produce that, you know, it's less a case of, you know, making the game, more the oh god, look at this Amazon advertising. Oh, it's cancerous, isn't it? It's very cancerous. So cancerous. Look at all that fucking advertising.
There it is. The Google Play Point.
Jesus Christ. Hey, you got him for that. You got that for the Deadpool.
Boy, this is gonna be fun. Whoa, easy now, fella.
Deadpool comes across as very cringe to me. I don't overly hate the Ryan Reynolds interpretation, but yeah, Deadpool is extraordinarily goofy. There's a certain type of people that love Deadpool. I'll tell you that.
Ultimate indifference, but
What the hell is this?
understanding of what
But yeah, this is a Warframe. I think this is Warframe. But anyways, back to my point of the future of gaming is that it's going to be less and less about actually, Warframe. There we go. Less and less about actually making the game, and more, especially with indie development, is that, you know, you start to use AI to make some of this stuff, and it starts looking really, really good for just generating a game or assets in a game, and you know, you putting them all together. It's going to come down more to the people who have the good ideas. See, back in the day, it used to be all about the technical prowess of who can make the best graphics, you know, the most complex game. As we get into quantum computing in the future and AI, and you know, we're now in the age where a computer can do most of all this for you, and up to including making the whole game from scratch. You know, the gold people are going to be the people who have ideas, who can actually just think up a cool, intriguing idea that people want to play as. That would be worth its weight in gold. Yeah, that game just very generic. Didn't really catch all about that. I feel like there's a 50 of these games already. You know what I mean? Like, what is there in this game that's different from other games? I could have told you. You could have told me that this game was already out, and you know, there's 20 of these kind of games already. Just anime aesthetic.
A co-op open world RPG for everyone. The 7 Deadly Sins.
Co-op open world RPG-ish RPGing. Oh god, we had Evanescence. At least that was something. Very cool. This is another. See, this is exactly like the last game we were just watching. Like, what the fuck? Trust me, I'm all for anime. I could probably sink my teeth into this game, but with so many games at our fingertips, like this legitimately looks just like a game we were just watching. So yeah, there's a lot of clones. There's a lot of cloning games coming up. And like, here, let's go back to this one, because like, what a descriptor of a game. This is like a game we've seen a million times. It's like the art style that Avowed had. You know what I mean? And what was that other game? Did the bear just disappear under the fucking ground there? It's these kinds of games that really get my piss boiling in the fucking cauldron, is because they're just so bland and so boring. It's like they function as a video game, but there's nothing there. They feel empty in a way. It's hard to describe, really, because if you would have shown me this game back in 2005, it would have looked like the best video game ever made. You know what I mean? Because of the graphics and the polish, and I'm sure it works fairly well, and they are, you know, the functionality of it would have been made it good back then. But today it's just soulless. It's just like game.exe. It's very weird how that happened, because yeah, it back in the day it used to be about what a game, the technical aspect of it, but nowadays it just doesn't sell a game. It just does not sell a game. It doesn't matter how well it functions and runs. It doesn't matter how, you know, pretty the graphics are, or what, how many, you get 32 on 32 player multiplayer with tanks and fucking griffins. It just does. If it doesn't draw you in nowadays, it just doesn't draw you in. It's just how it is now. It's got to be a cool, unique idea, and there's nothing cool or unique about this. You could have told me this was Clash of Clans 3 or something. It just doesn't look very good at all. What is this? Kingdom Come Deliverance? Kingdom Come Deliverance, man, they were melting down. But you know, I would have said Kingdom Come Deliverance had definitely had a few faults, but it's by and far the best of the of some of the entries, especially over Yote and Shadows of the mainliners. I remember back when Kingdom Come Deliverance was like in Jeff Keighley. Look at the empty seats here. Wait a second. You know, Kojima. It's just like weird. Look at. Here, wait. It's very weird, isn't it? It's like you would expect that was just fucking packed in there. They wouldn't have been able to us. But isn't it weird how there's just not a, there's a fair amount of them, of empty seats. Look at. Here, wait, we'll get that front shot. It's very weird. See, look at it. There's empty seats there, empty seats there. It's a bunch in the back, a little bit there. It's very weird, hey? There's got to be, like, I've been to raves with more people than this. Like, you know, like, oops. It's very, very odd how they, you know, what are the does it cost? I'm sure it costs money to get in. Like, yeah, there's Hido! Empty seats, empty seats, empty seats. It's definitely a good amount of people. Jeff Keighley was just on fire. Okay, so I think we've gone through everything. I mean, I'm not going to go through the whole thing is 3 hours, and I've just kind of skimmed around, seen some of the big ones. These games, like, they could be great games, yes, but, like, I mean, would you pay any more than a couple bucks for this, honestly? That's where for me, like, the standards of video games go, is that, like, a game can be good, but if it's just a simple, you know, puzzle game with, you know, 20 levels, 40 levels, or whatever this overworld is, like, I don't know, it can be a cool idea. It just doesn't look overly terrible, but certainly this is not like my, you know, I wouldn't spend like $90 on that. Switch games. That's the best ideal for it. This was funny. You got 50 cents. Oh, where's Eric Ishii again? Why was 50 Cent not there? Huh? 50? Why was he not there? That guy's massive. Look at him come up there. 50 Cent just was not there. I ain't going to no Game Awards. Oh, is he? No, he's not. Jason Momoa. God, Jason Momoa has lost some of his size. Look at how small he is compared to that other big dude. Look at him. Ah! Eric Ishii. Ah! She looks fucking terrible. Look at that behemoth. That's the guy who fought that. Jason Momoa has sure lost some girth. Oh my god, look how much makeup she must have fucking used like a paintbrush to put on all that makeup. God, Erica, you should look terrible. And 50 Cent, what are you doing, 50 Cent? He's not even there.
Legally, on camera. I kind of miss that, guys.
We missed.
No Man's Sky won the freaking best ongoing game. Let's watch this, because I didn't see Sean Murray.
Oh, the mic's not coming out of the floor. I thought it was coming out of the floor. And the game award goes to No Man's Sky.
They're like, what's a No Man's Sky? They're like, what? What? Oh, we don't know. Where's Sean Murray? Is he in there? Maybe he just like handed it off to some of his bros or so. And Sean Murray's in the back, fucking popping champagne and spraying it on chicks. These guys are like, what the fuck's a No Man's Sky? Oh, that's like, who's Sky? Well, whose Sky is it?
Wild. I guess, so thank you. I would say a massive thank you on behalf of...
Yeah, No Man's Sky, incredible game. It would be my, I mean, Total War Warhammer is technically my game of the year because it's so incredible, but I played No Man's Sky for hours and hours and hours in the summer. It just engrosses you because No Man's Sky, I've always wanted No Man's Sky that's like kind of, you know, more like the Aliens universe, like level of technology, and for there to be, you know, more human interactions, kind of like Starfield, but not as boring, but like, you know, not as meh. But if you had a game that was like No Man's Sky and it was more, and it was like shit, but the technology level and type as the Aliens franchise, because No Man's Sky is very bizarre, very alien. It's very strange kind of a game. It's just really, really, really bizarre game, but it's very, very cool, and it's deeply engrossing because you got like, your bases and your planets, and you're always exploring. Amazing what games they're like. What the fuck is No Man's Sky? Look at the size of that fucker. That's the guy who beat up Reacher. They're like, oh my god, we're on here with all these stars, and there's Jason Momoa next to us. Yeah, No Man's Sky is an incredible game. Chef's kiss of a video game. Truly one for the ages. Jeff Keighley is just like, how can you not love that man?
This trip's theme is back to school, huh?
Okay, so I mean, we've gone over some of this stuff. There's a new Diablo expansion. I always loved the Diablo cinematics. When you live in my era of Diablo 2 and the first Diablo game, these cinematics that they came out with were so legendary and so cool. But nowadays, it's just like there's fucking billion cinematics. Ugh. Always Diablo with the creepy cinematics. And then the game is just like you sitting and clicking on fucking like millions of numbers. It's like, yeah, there's the cinematics of fucking these games, and there's the game, and the game isn't like the cinematics, and they're like. That Diablo 4 cinematic was really cool with what's her name, but I mean all of these, I know what Diablo is like. Like, I mean, Diablo is one thing. It's not like this. It's clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking and numbers and numbers and numbers. They don't show that in these cinematics. Psh, psh, psh. Oh, you come in half, eh? Ugh. It morphed into a weird old thing there. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Lord of Hatred. By now, April 23rd. God, like how long does it take them to make a fucking goddamn expansion on that?
Fight and play as Paladin today, and get ready for Lord of Hatred coming in April. It is great to have Blizzard here at the Game Awards. Want to know who else?
Even though they have even though they haven't been nominated for anything. It's great to have Blizzard here at the Game Awards. They didn't win anything though.
Game Awards. It's about time I made Marvel Rivals the most hero-packed shooter ever. But
Yeah, Marvel Rivals. It's all this shit I can't stand with Game Awards. Like they're just talking and socializing. So you just give us the games. I guess it's a part of the experience. What else we got here? We're about to wrap it up, I think, before we'll give it a solid hour. Chalk pack full of shit. Claire Obscure won everything. And like, let's just be honest. Like, I don't have like. You gotta like think that like it's like the award shows, the Oscars. Like, how do they pick this? So, like, there's no doubt the Claire Obscure was a good game, but like, you know, I'd like to know the metrics of how they like decided all these. Like, did they, you know, send out surveys? Did they have like a who actually commissioned all this? Is this the 007 one? Oh, that's the that one. Resident Evil 1 looked good. Anime things. This one. It's like you just see it though. Like with social media, you just know like a day after. Like if there was like Half-Life 3, it'd be all over your feeds. The day I knew it as soon as I was like, oh yeah, Game Awards yesterday. As soon as you log on, you like see all the announcements. Is this that zombie one or is that? Oh. There's so many games like this. They're just like a game. It's a game with zombies and the sky is all weird and you have a giant sword and axe and ooh, they're just throwing shit at the wind. We went over the Tomb Raider one. Is this Lords of the Fallen or whatever? So this is like a Dark Souls one, I guess. Ish. Souls like. Kind of like Dark Souls, kind of like Diablo, kind of like Elden Ring, kind of like, you know. it's one of those. I'm sure it has decent parts. They're strange how they make these games nowadays. It's sincere. Is that Linkin Park? I think so. So yeah, I mean, in conclusion, do you really have anything great from this? Yeah, the dog game kind of neat. You know, like Resident Evil game, sure. Total War Warhammer 40K. Ugh. Painful shot. Although I wasn't sure that would ever amount to much. But
Next set of awards recognizes a diverse set of games across a variety.
Oh yeah, this is hilarious.
Nominees for Best Sports Racing Game.
Best sports racing game.
F1
Nobody cares.
25,
Mario Kart World won it, but EA Sports F1 25 rematch. What the fuck even is that? Mario Kart. It was like literally just made for Mario Kart World.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, which one won this again?
Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. This year, the Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, Baldur's Gate 3 won another award.
Here are the nominees for Best VR
I love that how Claire Obscure won everything. There had to be all these people like, again, even in Kojima's like, like they just like, did they not give out any awards? Like, you think that one of the awards they would just be like, oh yeah, let's just fucking give Ghost of Yoda one. Nope. And then on this one too, it's like you could have just given Kingdom Come one. You know, like, Avowed is on there. What the fuck is that? Imagine being the people that fucking knows us. Players' choices and voices. You know, they just gave all the awards to Claire Obscure. For what reason? Who knows? Oh, look at this. The cancerous mobile game. But you know, you think of it, you're like, oh, fucking, you know, this game made all this money, and like Silksong had 5K players on Steam, and like this and that and that. But like mobile game is huge. They make billions off of people because there's conventional gamers like me who just like want the experience and as a part of, you know, creativity and understanding video gaming in these digital worlds. And then there's people just like on their phone clicking buttons like fucking for 9 hours. You know, there's different types of gamers nowadays. So yeah, I mean, you can't really like. I'm more of a traditional gamer. I like the experience. I like the worlds. I like the environments. But mobile gaming is huge, and you can't do anything to change that. So these companies are definitely going. Mila Jovovich. She's amazing. I love her. Oh, she's still so awesome. I love Mila Jovovich. She's so cool. You know, talk about all these goofy people dancing around on stage, and you have her. She's just utterly awesome.
As the next elusive target in Hitman World of Assassination.
She's so cool. She's just like, I'm a gaming icon because I was in the Resident Evil ass. You saw me kick ass, and I'm super hot. She's so cool. She's getting a little older, though. That's for sure.
I mean, imagine having to develop games that account for the.
I could see her like playing games like on her. Oh, she's worth. She's got millions of dollars and she's rich, but you know, she's a real person. Mila Jovovich is sick. She's an awesome person.
And tonight's nominees all pull it off in their own inspired.
Yeah, she's super cool. I love her.
Best multiplayer game.
They said the world above had ended, so you learned to listen.
Who won this one? You'd think that they would go by like copies sold or something. You know what I mean? Though, is that like, doesn't an award basically go to those who attracted the most people? Like, what the fuck is this like giving game to like? Oh, we decided this is like the best one because, you know, our committee is like. If a game is good, you think it would sell most. You know? I don't know. It's
a lot of favorites out here. Who do you want? all right. I got it right here.
She's so cool. She's just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a rich. What are these kids? Look at the guy's hair. This guy looks like, oh my god. Is that a him or her? I don't know. That's so German. Look at his hair. Looks like a fucking rock star. He looks like he's been partying for 5 days straight. It's like they're like characters from the Matrix. That's so weird. That's so German.
For the fearless leadership of our dear
And we got the Total War Warhammer 40K, which I'm solidified on my thoughts of being like, this is not gonna amount to what we think of Total War Warhammer 40K. This is gonna be like the equivalent of a console game. They have to make it. See, that's the thing, is that like, if you play Total War Warhammer 3, you could never play that on the console. You could just never play that on the console. So everything is gonna have to be shaped and designed around the fact that that AI, that UI, and the maps feel small, and it's gonna be like, you know, pick your, you know, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be exactly like the feeling I got from Alien vs Predator for the PlayStation 2, plays PS2 back in the day. It's just like, you don't make RTS games for consoles. Like, you just don't. Like, don't even try. RTS games for consoles feel so shallow and empty. So yeah, I don't know. At least we got something, you know. Hideo Kojima got snubbed. He was pretty upset about that. I think we're about done here, almost. Hoi, 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 Japanese! That's like, these types of games just don't draw me in. I'm sure that it's a good game, but yeah, I don't know, flipping and flopping around like that. There's got to be 50 games like that. Okay, yeah. So little overview of the Game Awards. Not overly awful, but not overly incredulous either. There's nothing really on here that I'm like, oh, I can't wait for that to come out. Oh my god, that's gonna be the best game of all time. I'm pretty interested in this Lassie game, or Shepherd Dog game. I'm definitely committed to that, but everything else is just like, yeah, more games. Yeah, that's about it. That's it. That's all. Duck Off. Those are those fun little quirky games. They're just on a different level too. So yeah, peace out, and that's the Game Awards.